Hey, what's up here? Here's something a little different than usual. Question for you. Do you have a Mosin Nagant rifle? I used to have one. Unfortunately, I ended up selling it and purchasing, I believe I bought a handgun with the proceeds. But I kind of regret it, and I wanted to buy another one, but the prices are kind of crazy, and I'm cheap. So I don't currently have one now. But with that said, I saw some I saw some articles on it. They kind of made me laugh. So I figured I'd share them with you. Um, when I saw this, I just couldn't believe it, and I've seen it from multiple sources. So I'm thinking there's a lot of truth to it. And here's the headline: Russian conscripts given guns from 1800s to fight in Ukraine. One of the Donbass conscripts said they were not given instructions on how to fire the rifle. Mosin rifles were first adopted by the Russian army in 1891. And it says here, I'll just read a little bit of this to you because it's just amazing. Several Russian draftees were issued with a bolt action Mosin rifle, a weapon that was produced in the 1880s by the Russian Empire. The weapon went out of production decades ago after World War II. Three people who saw the conscripts bearing the rifles told Reuters. It's like we're fighting with World War II muskets, one of the Donbass conscripts, a student, said. The student noted that they were not given instructions on how to fire the rifle. Some were also given a dangerous mission of drawing Ukrainian troops to fire onto themselves so that other conscripts could identify the enemy position and bomb them. A clip shared on Twitter and in pro Ukraine Telegram channels also shows a group of 10 soldiers wearing oversized helmets and armed with Mosin rifles complaining they were being thrown into the poop. See how I censored myself there? Know the truth. The Russian Ministry of Defense has no idea about us or what we're doing here, one conscript said. Our rifles are from the 1940s. They don't effing fire. They're sending effing ordinary students into war, another conscript was recorded as saying. A group of 135 Donbass conscripts in the besieged city of Mariupol have reportedly refused to fight by laying down their arms. Let's see. Mosin rifles were one of the most widely used weapons in World War II. It was also considered the predecessor of the AK-47. The weapons were first developed by Sergei Ivanovich Mosin, a Tsarist army soldier and engineer, and were first adopted by the Russian army in 1891. Now, obviously, I am not rooting for the Russian soldiers, and I don't really have any sympathy for them. But I can't believe that. I mean, if you're anything like me, you probably would have thought that the Russian army was a pretty powerful, well-tuned machine. Um, I mean, if I mean, I would have figured they would be like technologically terrific and would be able to execute things pretty well. But I mean, they're really getting their butts kicked by the Ukrainians. Ukrainians are really doing well, and now they're arming them with Mosin Nagants. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the Mosin Nagant. Mosin Nagant's a great gun, but I mean, the thing is like almost 50 inches long. It's without the bayonet. It's almost 50 inches long. Pretty heavy when compared to, like, let's just say like an AK variant rifle. Only fires 5 rounds from an integral magazine, and it's bolt action. I would not want to have to go to war with that thing. And yet, I mean, these guys are being given Mosin Nagants, and they're saying that some of them aren't even firing, which makes me wonder, like, are these like the crap of the crap? I know there's been a lot of Mosins that have been sold on the surplus market in the U.S. Now, I don't know where those had come from. If some of the older ones are from Russian armories, or if they're from some of the other Eastern European nations or former Soviet countries. But it is just amazing that in this day and age, that any country would send their soldiers to war with a rifle that was maybe not from 1891, but designed in 1891, that was really using technology from like the late 1880s. And especially when the Russian army basically, I mean, they used it, after the AK-47 came out, but I mean, they kind of left it for dead, kind of in favor of the AK-47 and later on the AK-74. It's just amazing that they would send their sons and brothers to war with that. Just amazing. So if you're interested in that, I've actually seen several stories. To find that story, just now I just kind of Googled Russian soldiers 19th century rifle, and the Mosin Nagant story pops up. I'm still like amazed by it. Just thought I'd share that with you. You have a good one, guys.